places where if you make it there, you are a star. And just across the river from New York City, the Meadowlands is that place for harness racing, attracting the top horses, trainers, and drivers from all over the world, hosting the Hambletonian, the one race everyone wants to win. It is the race that makes a champion. And today, on the biggest stage for the biggest race, the showcase of the sport's brightest star, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, perhaps a win away from becoming a legend. And here at the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as you can see from the New York skyline, it is an overcast day. We have had some rain earlier today, 69 degrees. We do have an off-track, the track condition listed as good. Still a big crowd here today to see if they can see more history in the making. Hello everyone, Kenny Rice along with Gary Seibel. Welcome to harness racing's biggest day. And Gary, we come in with the classic sports scenario. We have perfection in an athlete who is trying for that one more thing that would make him a legend.
But interestingly enough, Kenny, in the world of sports in 2008, we have seen undefeated and seemingly invincible athletes, whether they're human or equine, fall by the wayside, go down in flames. Now, if Dewey Cheathamnhowe should pick up his 15th consecutive victory today to remain undefeated, well, I think folks in harness racing will start to talk about him using words like greatness.
He is already in the history books. He is the first horse to ever come into the Hambletonian undefeated. We have taken cover ourselves here in the paddock area, which we think might ensure no more rain today, but we will start our racing day with the 3-year-old trotting fillies in the Hamiltonian Oaks, and a surprise last week in that Snow White did not make it here.
Well, in the world of harness racing, there are many experts who put Snow White, a 3-year-old filly trotter, on top of Dewey Cheathamnhowe in the Hambletonian poll. She was rated number 1, Dewey Cheathamnhowe number 2, but she's had some soreness issues. She made her break in her Hamiltonian Oaks elimination. That's where her connection set her. She didn't make the final. She's not here today. She's back in her stall.
Does this make for a wide open Oaks now? With more on that, to take a look at the field, let's go to Mike Battaglia. Mike?
Thanks, Kenny. Even without Snow White, this is an excellent race, but we do have a heavy favorite. Lantern Chronos, she's won 8 out of 9. Got leading driver Brian Sears in the buggy, and she's a heavy favorite right now. Brian Sears has won this race a couple of times. Jimmy Takter, the trainer, has won this race 3 times. Second choice, Stage Show. John Campbell, Hall of Fame rider, Hall of Fame driver, John Campbell, is the pilot of Stage Show. He's won the Hambletonian a record 6 times. He's won this race twice. Right now, she's up there at 4-1. Creamy Mimi, off of her win in the eliminations, is 11-1. And a couple other horses getting a little play, No Pain, No Gain. And One Tough Lass, driven by Tim Tetrick. He won this last year with Danae. But the heavy favorite, Lantern Chronos. Kenny, back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, it's already been an outstanding day for Brian Sears. He has 3 victories today. 3 times he's been runner-up in the Oaks. And last week in the eliminations, he was 3 for 3.
Lantern lights the way. It's Lantern Chronos, and under minimal whip urging here from Sears, leads it by 4. Lantern Chronos dominates here over Sorsa, and 2 nights with her, 1:54-2. Sears and Stage Show angles out to take a late shot. Then it's Diana Hall, and there's a way under whip urging far back. It's One Tough Lass. Final surge from Stage Show. Stage Show, final lunge. Stage Show up in time. Stage Show 1:54-3 over One Tough Lass. In the stretch now, and the favorite square off. It's Creamy Mimi, No Pain, No Gain on the outside. We'll take it to her. Creamy Mimi, No Pain, No Gain, pouring it on and trying to inch in. Prada Hall a distant third. Creamy Mimi digging in, and she gave the cold shoulder to No Pain, No Gain. Creamy Mimi, and Sears has the hat trick. Creamy Mimi.
So Sears made his choice with Lantern Chronos. Joining us now out on the track, our jockey Donna Brothers. In your racing career, what was it like when you had the choice of one horse or another, Donna?
Well, when it's the 3 favorites, it's a pretty good choice to make. In Brian Sears' case, he told me that he went with Lantern Chronos simply because he feels like she's the class of the field, and she was certainly the most seasoned of the 3 fillies that he had to choose from. But Kenny, it looks like the starter is calling the horses forward, so I better send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Donna. And now let's go to Ken Workington with the call of the 38th Hambletonian Oaks.
Once again, the fillies assemble here, a full field of 10, $750,000. The 2008 Hambletonian Oaks final. Start of our pick four wager with a $100,000 guarantee. Trotting fillies are on gate at even money. The favorite three, Lantern Kronos and Brian Sears, looking for his fourth win of the day. Here they come. And they're off in the Hambletonian Oaks. Diana Hall guns from the far outside. No pain, no gain. And Sforza shows her speed on the inside. And Creamy Mimi shows up on the rail into the first turn from post 10. An easy first turn lead for Diana Hall, and she's 38-1 right now with Pierce, and she is eager to trot on and lead it by 2.5 to the quarter. Creamy Mimi in the second spot. Sforza gets some whip taps in third. Keep pace here. No pain, no gain fourth. They're gapped out. Stage Show is fifth. The favorite Lantern Kronos is parked out sixth at this point. Then it's Celebrity Tribute, followed by Two Nights with Her. Prada Hall is second to last as ninth. One Tough Last is the trailer. It was a hot quarter, 27 3/5 in the backstretch. Diana Hall says, catch me if you can. Creamy Mimi in the whip up there with Andy Miller in the second spot. Sforza stays in third. Here comes Dave Miller with No Pain, No Gain, and shows some gain. Fourth, now third on the outside. Stage Show is fifth and getting underway. So Lantern Kronos sixth and third over at this point. Then it's Celebrity Tribute, who saves ground, followed by Two Nights with Her, One Tough Last, and on a gallop, on a break, Prada Hall. The half a rated 56 3, so a 29-second breather for Diana Hall. No pain, no gain now on the outside. A tough first over grind for her. Creamy Mimi, a perfect trip, but locked in the box as they approach three-quarter. Campbell setting up Stage Show from second over. Sforza needs racing room. Lantern Kronos stacks to the outside, goes three high with Stage Show as they turn home. And Sforza looks for room. She has trot. 125 3 into the stretch of the Hamiltonian Oaks. And it's Diana Hall trying to go all the way. Not today. Creamy Mimi, a perfect trip for Andy Miller, rocking, whipping, driving. Stage Show on the far outside. Lantern Kronos, Creamy Mimi, and the day of upsets continues. It's Creamy Mimi, and the Orange Crush does it in the Oaks at 12-1 over Lantern Kronos, who broke right at the wire. Then Stage Show and Diana Hall, 153 4 for Creamy Mimi.
Creamy Mimi pulling a slight upset here in the Hambletonian Oaks. Andy Miller in the bike, the time of 153 4.
Well, Kenny, the key to this race really was the 10, Diana Hall. That was a great move by Ron Pierce. I mean, he was trying to steal this race at 38-1. No levers to the inside. He's made the easiest lead I've seen from post position number 10 in a long, long time. What that did was give Creamy Mimi the perfect cover right from the get-go. And Andy Miller realized that all he had to do was protect the rail position here, the inside position, and he was going to get an excellent trip. Nobody really took a shot at Diana Hall, leading throughout most of the race, unpressured, until No Pain, No Gain pulled first over, but never really applied any pressure. Therefore, Creamy Mimi just cruised once they turned for home. And we're going to take a look at this. I mean, again, for people that watch Meadowlands racing, they know that post 10, very difficult to make the lead. But
right now, let's check in right now. Donna is caught up with Andy Miller. Donna?
Andy, congratulations. You pulled a mild upset here today. Tell me about your trip.
It worked out perfect. Ronnie left hard, and she got off the gate good, and I set the two-hole, and he kept on going pretty good, and David come first up there, and he got a little tired around the last turn, and she popped off Ronnie's back and just took off.
She looked like she had planned. It looked like late in the race. I can't see very well from back here, but Lantern Kronos came up and gave her a challenge. On paper, you wouldn't have thought she would have been able to withstand the challenge, but you just had more left.
Yeah, she got a great trip, and just when she come out of the pocket, she had a ton of go, and a couple of them come late, but she had enough to fight them off and just dug in real game.
Congratulations. All right, Kenny.
Thanks, Don. Andy Miller 2 nights ago over at Giant Stadium, but Bruce Springsteen concert. Traffic was backed up. He parked his car on the curb and ran about a mile to get here to be sure he could make race night at the Meadowlands, and he's already had a big afternoon winning the Hamiltonian Oaks as we take another look at how he did it with Creamy Mimi here, Gary.
Well, once again, Ron Pierce on the outside. I think the key to Creamy Mimi's success here, because she doesn't get buried along the rail. All Miller is doing is protecting her inside position. Watch Pierce fire out from the outside, makes an easy lead from post position number 10. Miller sees the 10 coming from his inside position and decides, you know what, I don't want to get caught third on the inside. I'm going to sit right behind Diana Hall, who has shown speed from time to time. And there she is, right there in the pocket, as they say, behind the leader. No pain, no gain, in a tough first over spot. She's the first horse on the outside, and a very difficult position to be in here at the Meadowlands. Once they turn for home, No Pain, No Gain gives way. She drops back after the tough first over trip, and Creamy Mimi, with the perfect trip here behind Diana Hall, just cruises to victory for Andy Miller, his first Hambletonian Oaks win, and the same for trainer Tron Smedsamer. I will point out, Kenny, there is an inquiry here. Watch the 3 far outside, white saddle pad. She may have made a break, and she did actually make a break right at the wire. It may be what they call the lap-done break, but I understand they didn't make any placings. It is official.
They have made it official, and Creamy Mimi is the winner of the 38th Hambletonian Oaks. We'll be back with the official payoffs and take a closer look at the big favorite for the Hambletonian. As we've seen in the Oaks, it's not been a good year to be the favorite.
Here we go.
Attention collectors, truck enthusiasts, and Ford fans. Here's an automotive first that became an all-time favorite. The 1948 Ford F-1 pickup. The first in the revolutionary F-Series of trucks that became the best-selling vehicles in the world. To honor its 60th anniversary, Ford has authorized the National Motor Museum Mint to release this exclusive die-cast masterpiece as a collector's item. This showroom-perfect model includes all the amazing bonus-built features that made it star-spangled new back in the day. Not a single detail has been overlooked, from its stylish new horizontal grille to its authentic hardwood sandwich stamped metal truck bed. Both doors open to reveal its $1 million cab. The hood opens wide to show off its powerful V8 engine. Underneath, there's a spare tire and rugged new engineering features. You'll love the look and heavy-duty feel of this impressive collector's treasure. Right now, during this special anniversary offer, this prized die-cast collector's piece, a regular $30 value, can be yours for only $10. And that's not all. As a free gift, you'll also receive this beautiful, classic 1956 Ford F-100 pickup. According to many, the best-looking Ford pickup ever built. Modernized with a new wraparound windshield and stylish front, it also features full movable parts and the impressive new 3-man cab. Another $30 value, it's yours free, just for shipping and handling. Don't miss this incredible collector's opportunity. Ford's 1948 F-1 pickup and the 1956 F-100 pickup, two of the most popular Ford trucks ever. Both come with certificates of authenticity, a $60 value for the special anniversary price of only $10 plus shipping and handling.
Order the F1 pickup now for only $10 plus $11.90 shipping and handling, and get the F100 free. Just pay shipping and handling. Call 1-800-830-6316. That's 1-800-830-6316. Must be 18 or older to order.
The Hambletonian is brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism, where there's a great destination in any direction. Go to visitnj.org. And welcome back to the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the 38th edition of the Hambletonian Oaks, won by Creamy Mimi, returning 2760. Lantern Chronos, the favorite, 260, and Stage Show in 340.
And Kenny, a daughter of Conway Hall, who finished 4th to Muscles Yankee at 25-1 in the 1998 Hambletonian. Out of the Pine Chip mare, Cream Puff. Well done here. Creamy Mimi winning for the 5th time in 9 starts in 2008.
Well, it was an upset here in the Hambletonian Oaks. Should we be surprised given this year? Because what we have learned this season is that there is no sure thing in sports for the equine or the human athlete. Earlier this summer, as the fortnight of Wimbledon came to a close, so did Roger Federer's streak of 5 consecutive championships at the famed Grand Slam event.
A changing of the guard at Wimbledon. And the new champion, Rafa Nadal.
The Swiss master surrendered his crown to Spaniard Rafa Nadal, whom he had defeated in the previous 2 championships. This past spring, it looked like a Triple Crown was a sure thing for Big Brown, after victories at the Kentucky Derby and 2 weeks later at the Preakness.
Big Brown's doing it again. He's disappearing from the field. He's in front by 5. And then it's Race Car Rhapsody. And on the outside, Macho again. And just cruising into the line. Kent DeSormo looked in the rearview mirror. Nobody was there. He waltzes home to win the Preakness. And it's now on to Belmont and the elusive Triple Crown.
He was the overwhelming favorite, but there would not be victory at the Belmont. This year began as Tom Brady was leading his New England Patriots on a historic Super Bowl run. They would surely be the undefeated Super Bowl champions. But the New York Giants had other ideas, and they became the team of destiny instead. Today, we have yet another story of an undefeated, overwhelming favorite looking for a championship crown. Trainer-driver Ray Schnitker will go to the post with the undefeated 3-year-old trotting sensation, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, in search of the most prized trophy in the sport, the Hambletonian. And there you look at the unbeaten Dewey Cheathamnhowe, 14 for 14, the only horse to ever come into the Hambletonian unbeaten. He has been a dominating performer, certainly is already in the history books, certainly already has a fan club, but this, the biggest race of his career, this is the kind of race that would make a legend out of Dewey Cheathamnhowe. And if you already haven't picked up on it by now, all you Three Stooges or Johnny Carson fans, named for the old vaudeville joke about the fictitious law firm, nobody's laughing, though, when they challenged Dewey this year.
It's been amazing because he started his year looking very strong, and he continues to get stronger with each and every start. He won his elimination last week in 152-3, but with speaking with the other drivers, not Ray Schnitker earlier, but the other drivers, they're all saying Dewey should be able to go in 151, and most of them really believe that they're racing for, at best, second money. However, we all know this is a horse race. Anything can happen, and we've seen anything happening to other horses of other breeds this year.
Dewey Cheathamnhowe coming in here, the overwhelming favorite. He could go off by race time as the biggest favorite in 21 years, 2-5 in the morning line. The only other horse getting action in single digits is Crazed at 5-1, and then a pair of 10-1 shots in Atomic Hall and Clerk Magistrate. And Clerk Magistrate now is dropped to 6-1. And interestingly here, look at this, Dewey Cheathamnhowe and Crazed deadlocked, just dollars apart now at 9-5.
Yeah, you know, that's a little bit surprising, Kenny, but I guarantee by post time, Dewey Cheathamnhowe is going to be at the very worst even money. Crazed is going to drift up some, but Crazed taking some of that Crazed early money. I just want to point out here that on number 8, Clerk Magistrate, we do have a driver change to Jody Jamieson. His scheduled pilot, Trevor Ritchie, Trottin' Trevor as they call him because he has a knack with trotters, got stuck on the tarmac in Syracuse, New York because of weather, and unfortunately, he will miss the big dance this year.
That may be a surprise already that Dewey Cheathamnhowe is now a co-favorite in this race. When we come back, we'll take you to the home of Dewey.
Welcome to your New Jersey summer vacation. You have arrived where there's a great destination in any direction with every activity under the sun. There's hiking, kayaking, golfing, remarkable museums, spectacular entertainment, and hot casino action, plus great shopping and 5-star dining. Go to visitnj.org and plan your summer vacation. Because in New Jersey, you have arrived. There's a great destination in any direction.
I love this one. This man finally popped the question.
Like it?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
But his Visa card was over the limit.
I'm so sorry. There seems to be a problem.
His fiancée told him to call American Express.
Okay, this one's so cool. A Gold Card member wanted a special gift for his wife's birthday.
Oh.
So I got him tickets through Gold Card events for the concert of the year before they went on sale.
Got him.
Call 1-800-THE-CARD for the Preferred Rewards Gold Card.
This one's quite romantic. Card member calls up, wants to take her husband to this really authentic Italian restaurant. I say, it's easy with our rewards program. Go online, pick almost any flight, you can pay with points, and go.
Oh, tiramisu.
Italian food in Italy. Bellissimo.
Get up to 5 additional Preferred Rewards Gold cards for one low fee. Are you settling for less? Or are you a card member? Call and apply now.
It's back. The NFL returns with a Hall of Fame game. The Colts take on the Redskins. Sunday night is football night. Sunday on NBC.
As the kids enjoy the kind of the county fair atmosphere that is associated with harness racing and has become a fixture here at the Meadowlands since the Hambletonian arrived on the scene here back in 1981. They're enjoying their day. Coming up next on NBC, it's third round action from the U.S. Senior Open Golf Championship. Fred Funk held a 2-stroke lead entering today's action from the famed East Course at the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. As you look at the crowded paddock area here at the Meadowlands, we are getting close to the 83rd edition of the Hambletonian. Dewey Cheathamnhowe striving to stay perfect. He is 14 for 14. He is racing superstar. And recently, Donna Brothers had the opportunity to take a trip to the home turf to talk to the connections of Dewey.
Dewey Cheathamnhowe, the horse that everyone is talking about. Understandably so, he's undefeated in 14 lifetime starts.
With a heavy favorite for Dewey Cheathamnhowe, right now 1-5. Here they come.
And when he crushed the competition in last Saturday's Hambo elimination race, the sports world knew that it had another undefeated superstar ready for a date with destiny.
I guess everybody wants to win that one big race, which would be great. And going in undefeated, it'll probably never happen again, you know, not for me anyways. And it's something you try to accomplish your whole life in this game.
He can become the only horse in history to trot to victory in the Hambletonian without ever having lost a race.
14 in a row and another dominant performance from Dewey.
Trainer Ray Schnicker knows he has a special horse with Dewey Cheathamnhowe, but it's the way he trains this horse that has the harness world talking.
So he's very mellow and he's just been very good to work with. You can do anything with him, and that's a great quality he's got.
You want to ride Dewey?
I would love to ride Dewey. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, just jump right on here.
All right, I'm ready. Dewey does have a unique training regimen for a trotter, but as a former jockey, I can feel his strength and power when I'm in the saddle. I'm no expert on the trotters, but he feels like a champion to me.
Hopefully you're right.
All right, so right now we've watched you ride Dewey under tack. We're watching him swim now in the pond. I gotta ask you, sometimes when you're training this horse in these unconventional methods, are you ever thinking, like, I'm kind of cheating here?
He seems like he likes all this different type of approach, and his attitude on the track is great when we do this, so I just keep doing it.
So while his unconventional training style is certainly not cheating, other horsemen can't dispute the success of these unique methods.
Very good.
If Dewey Cheathamnhowe wins the Hamiltonian, the owners might want to think about renaming him to Dewey Cheathamnhowe.
And Ray Schnicker, he's very confident in Dewey Cheathamnhowe. That was taped just 3 days ago. Donna was out there visiting. He said, sure, hop up, take him for a ride, no problem.
Well, you know, Kenny, Ray knows how to keep this horse happy, but actually the colt's life began on a very sad note. His dam, or mother, Trolley Square, died just 6 weeks after he was born. Now, a lot of times they'll hook him up with nurse mares, but breeder Steve Jones in Montgomery, New York, decided not to do that. He's put him out in the pasture to fend for himself. Now, Donna Brothers, I wonder, you rode him, you've been close to him. Do you think that really has contributed not only to his attitude, but his ability to be tough?
You know, I think it does have an effect on him, Gary. You know, he's got a toughness that comes from being a survivor, but I guess because of the conditions under which he had to survive and sort of fend for himself, he also has a sensitivity that makes him really easy to be around. But he's quite an amazing animal, and it was a lot of fun to get to ride him.
And Donna, doesn't he have that same personality that we've seen with all the equine stars over the years? He knows he's special?
He really does. Yeah, he just stands there and says, "Come on, admire me if you must. I'm used to it." Yeah, he has quite an aura about him, Kenny.
All right, thanks, Donna. Dewey Cheathamnhowe, can he continue to stay perfect today? So we get ready for the 83rd Hambletonian. Now it's been the home here at the Meadowlands. It used to be in DeCoin, Illinois, Yonkers, New York, Syracuse, New York, and a great history at Goshen, New York from 1930 to 42 and 44 to 56. More history in the making today.
Here at the phone company, you've been our customer for a long time. Now Vonage wants to change all that.
Well, over 2 million people have already joined Vonage.
Oh, really? Don't they miss having phone service?
Actually, with Vonage, you get award-winning service quality with unlimited local and long-distance calls, all for just $9.95 per month for the first 3 months. What do you charge?
It's simple, really. It starts with different basic rates, long-distance fees, and of course...
Vonage has over 25 features, and they're included for no extra charge.
For me, Vonage is everything I want in a phone service.
It's dependable. It's perfect.
No nickels and dimes like the phone company.
Get Vonage for only $9.95 per month for the first 3 months. Make the most of your existing high-speed internet connection to enjoy clear digital phone sound quality.
Okay, but making a change is hard, and for over 100 years, the only thing we've changed is...
Your prices?
Whoa!
Call 1-800-483-3045 or go online to VonageSavings.com.
Where would you go next if you had a hover-round power chair? The Statue of Liberty? The Grand Canyon? It's all possible with a hover-round.
Hi, I'm Tom Cruise, inventor and founder of Hover-Round. When we say you're free to see the world, we mean it.
Call today and get unlimited mobility because of Hover-Round's round design and unmatched comfort.
This chair is so comfortable to sit in. Sometimes I don't even realize that I'm in the chair.
Last year, 9 out of 10 people got their Hover-Round for little or no money.
No cost, absolutely no cost to me.
Hover-Round gives you real independence. So call now to receive a free Hover-Round information kit that includes a video and full-color brochure.
It's by far the best chair I've ever owned.
Absolutely the best.
There's no cost or obligation. Call 1-800-471-9542 to get your free video and brochure. 1-800-471-9542. That's 1-800-471-9542.
How often is it that the world can share a moment as it happens? The biggest events at this year's Olympics will be live in primetime on NBC.
Look at this! This is history in the making.
See it exactly as it happens.
Here comes the finish! Michael Phelps!
Live in primetime, the Olympics in 6 days on NBC.
Back here at the Meadowlands as we get ready for the 83rd edition of the Hambletonian. All 10 drivers that will compete in this great race just moments ago having their picture taken. That is one for posterity that they will all keep. As we take a look now at the odds, Dewey Cheathamnhowe 3-2 right now. Crazed dropping from 5-1 in the morning line to the 2-1 second choice at this moment.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Kenny, you're going to see Crazed, I think, drift up even more, maybe closer to his morning line price of 5-1 as Dewey Cheathamnhowe continues to move down in the odds. And, you know, he's more than likely going to go off as an odds-on choice. He was 2-5 on the morning line. But, again, that early money thinking, well, we'll take a shot on Crazed.
We have a field of 10 here today. They get here in basically an equine playoff system that is the Hambletonian. It began last week with the elimination to decide the 10 that we would have here, Gary.
And even though Dewey Cheathamnhowe undefeated, he didn't scare away anybody. There were 3 elims. In the first of 3 elimination races, it was the long shot, Atomic Hall, dismissed by the betting public at 22-1. Not surprisingly, the colt was well off the early pace as they moved down the backstretch. The son of 1999 Hamiltonian winner, Self-Possessed, hadn't finished in the money in his previous 4 races and certainly didn't look like a Hamiltonian finalist. And as they turned for home, Atomic Hall still found himself in 5th position. But that's when rising Meadowlands driving star Eric Adell made a move to the outside and asked his colt for more. And Atomic Hall kicked into gear and gave his best career performance so far.
Here comes Atomic Hall and Eric Adell trying to pull off a huge chunker here. Atomic Hall on the far outside. Celebrity Secret on the rail. It's Atomic Hall! Atomic Hall!
In the second elimination, undefeated Deweycheatumnhowe, the heavy favorite, was gunning for his 14th straight win. Driver Ray Schnitger was in no hurry with his champion trotter, sitting 5th until after the quarter before making his move. Then he turned him loose, and Dewey immediately went into overdrive, passing horses with ease. And once in front, it was never a matter of winning, but rather by how much. Now, all alone on the front end, Deweycheatumnhowe began to strut his stuff, and Schnitger, as had been the case in a number of the trotters' earlier races, was just along for the ride. Final winning margin, better than 6 lengths.
Deweycheatumnhowe remains undefeated going into the Hambletonian. 1:52.3, a dazzling mile.
The third and final elimination featured the late developing colt Crazed, the rising star among the 3-year-old trotting class. With young Tim Tetrick at the controls, Crazed sat 3rd until after the half, at which point Tetrick felt it was time to go. And go they did, as horse and driver marched to the front uncontested. With Dewey-like speed and ever-increasing ability, Crazed cruised home, as many thought he would, setting the stage for what may very well be a battle the likes of which Deweycheatumnhowe has never seen before.
As you look at Crazed, the second choice right now on a 3-race win streak, can he pull off the upset of Deweycheatumnhowe today? Well, a post parade is underway for the kids over in the Carnival area. When we come back, we'll have the real post parade as we get ready for the 83rd Hambletonian.
Thursday, September 25th. With every struggle, a triumph.
You saved a little boy's life. That counts.
With every story, a grand finale. And this one will be full of surprises. ER The Final Season, Thursday, September 25th on NBC.
The celebration begins Friday night with the opening ceremony. The Beijing Olympics have arrived, and you can see it all on the networks of NBC. And back here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, getting ready for the 83rd edition of the Hambletonian. Deweycheatumnhowe making his way onto the track. As he needed any more of an edge, he is 10 for 10 over this surface, the only unbeaten horse to ever come in to the Hambletonian.
All right, Kenny, we're going to take a look at the two. Crazed here, his winning time of 1:52.2 and his Hambo Elim, a 1/5 of a second faster than Dewey's clocking, and he's got last year's driver of the year in the sport, Tim Tetrick, as his pilot.
Number 3 is Atomic Hall. He is trained by previous Hambletonian winner Tron Schmedhammer. Eric Goodell is in the bike. He is a 22-1 upset winner in the elimination to get here. That's his only win this season.
And the 4 is Cajun Cooker, who we'll see right there. Driver Michael Chance and trainer Ron Gerfine, both Hall of Famers, have teamed up to win 3 Hambletonians, including their most recent score together in 1999.
Number 5 is the lightest racehorse in this field. This is only the 7th career start for Pine After Pine. He is one of 2 in this race, trained by Jonas Zernisson, driven by Ron Pierce, who's won the Hambletonian twice, including last year.
And the 6, Big Apple Deli. Like everyone else in that race, he was well beaten in the Hambletonian limb that featured Dewey Cheathamnhowe. He finished 3rd, named after owner Lon Frachon's Rochester, New York-based business, Big Apple Deli, and driven by the all-time leading Hambletonian driver, John Campbell.
You look at number 7, that is the other Zarrison trainee, Velocity Hall. David Miller in the sulky. He is 0 for 8 this year. He squeezed him for 3rd in his elimination to make it here.
And the 8, we've got a driver change on Clerk Magistrate. Again, Trevor Ritchie caught at the airport in Syracuse, New York. Jody Jamieson takes over, leading Canadian driver. Clerk Magistrate really game in his 3 races at the Meadowlands since shipping down from his home base in Canada.
Number 9 is Celebrity Secret. Stefan Lynn trains. Brian Sears, the leading driver at the Meadowlands, is in the bike. Celebrity Secret this year has been 1st or 2nd, 6 of 8 starts. He has been 2nd to Dewey Cheathamnhowe 4 times in his career.
And the 10, here is Ray Schnitger's other horse in this race. With close to $600,000 in the bank, he qualified as the 4th place finisher in the Limbs with the highest career earnings. It's Make It Happen. Dan Dubé picks up his Hambletonian mount here. And Dubé told me earlier, if he had an inside post, he thinks he could be 2nd in this race.
Well, is it about the horse, about the driver? Just how does it all work out? As we take another look at Dewey, and we go now to Mike Battaglia to help us figure it all out. Mike.
Thanks, Kenny. Well, of course, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, the heavy favorite. Everybody knows about him. Ray Schnitger, not really a high-profile driver. He's a driver and trainer of Dewey Cheathamnhowe. I talked to a couple of high-profile drivers, and Brian Sears and John Campbell. I asked them, does Ray have a target on his back today?
I wouldn't say he has a target on his back. I hope not anyway. You know, I actually hope that he does well and gets it done if I don't. You know, it's a great story and he's a great guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing him win today.
I think if Ray gets in a spot with Dewey Cheathamnhowe, people are going to pounce on that. You know, we're going to try and get him in a spot because he's the best horse, and you know, we're going for $1.5 million. There won't be any friendships out there, that's for sure.
So it's no holds barred in the Hambo, and who would expect anything less, Kenny? And I also have the trainer here of Craze, that's Frank Antonucci Jr. We've got a lot of the old drivers, I shouldn't say old because I'm old, but a lot of the older drivers in here. You guys are the young guns, you and Timmy Tetrick. What are you, 24? Timmy's 26. You got a plan up your sleeve to upset these veterans?
Well, we got the horse here, and he's coming around at the right time, and leave it up to Timmy, whatever he thinks the best strategy is out there, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be a good horse race.
Well, Frank, last year when you hooked up with Dewey Cheathamnhowe, you hooked up in the Breeders' Crown. You were 125 to 1. Today, as I look out there, you're 5 to 2. Has your horse come that long of a way just in that short a time?
I guess the gamblers think so. I mean, no, it's great. You know, just to have your nose on the gate in a race like this is just an incredible feeling.
What have you done differently with him? What brought him around this year?
No, we just took a different route. You know, like last year, we got him to the races pretty quick after a layoff, and he never really had a chance to mature, you know, into racing. We threw him right into stakes races, and this year we took a different route and conditioned races, and then we didn't go to stakes until now.
Seems to have worked, so good luck to you this afternoon. Frank Antonucci Jr., the trainer of Crazed. Kenny?
All right, thanks, Mike. Yes, he is just a kid, it seems. One of those hot young 20-year-olds in the sport. You take a look at the favorite, Dewey Cheathamnhowe. Does he stay perfect? Today, the race is coming up.
Welcome to your New Jersey summer vacation.
You have arrived.
Where there's a great destination in any direction, with every activity under the sun. There's biking, bird watching, 5-star dining, dancing, and do-up getaways, plus spectacular entertainment and fabulous shopping. Go to visitnj.org and plan your summer vacation, because in New Jersey,
you have arrived.
There's a great destination in any direction.
I love this one. This man finally popped the question.
You like it?
Oh, it's so beautiful. But his Visa card was over the limit.
I'm so sorry. There seems to be a problem.
His fiancée told him to call American Express.
Okay, this one's so cool. A Gold Card member wanted a special gift for his wife's birthday. So I got him tickets through Gold Card events for the concert of the year before they went on sale.
Got him.
Call 1-800-THE-CARD for the Preferred Rewards Gold Card.
This one's quite romantic. Card member calls up, wants to take her husband to this really authentic Italian restaurant. I say, it's easy with our rewards program. Go online, pick almost any flight, you can pay with points, and go.
Tiramisu.
Italian food in Italy. Bellissimo.
Get up to 5 additional Preferred Rewards Gold Cards for one low fee. Are you settling for less? Or are you a card member? Call and apply now.
I'm a sprinter. What separates my success from my failure is 100th of a second. How fast is that? Faster than the blink of an eye. Faster than the flutter of a hummingbird's wing. Why do I want to go to the Olympics? Because a split second can last a lifetime. Allison Felix, track and field.
Back here at the Meadowlands as we get ready for the 83rd edition of the Hambletonian, $1.5 million purse. There's Dewey Cheathamnhowe, the favorite. Now here is the post parade, Cajun Cooker and Pine After Pine, the 4 and 5 lock wheels.
Well, you know what? A very low rate of speed there, Kenny. It's okay. It's kind of a little bit unusual, particularly between two Hall of Famers, Ron Pierce and Mike LaChance. You know, that's all right there, but you sure don't want to see that in a race. It could be a whole lot more dangerous. And as we said, here we go. Here's a look at the updated odds. Crazed getting even a little bit closer to his morning line price of 5-1, and Dewey Cheathamnhowe right now as your odds-on favorite. Absolutely no surprise. If you like any other horse in here, you know, take your pick because they're all good prices. But of course, the only other horse in single digits between, other than the 1 and the 2, is the 8, Clerk Magistrate, who might have something to say here for the young and talented Jody Jamieson.
All right, let's check in now with Donna on the track. Donna?
Well, I have to admit, after getting to ride Dewey Cheathamnhowe, I'm going to be a little bit biased, so I'm going to have to use him on top. But you know what? I'm going to go with a race snicker exacta and Make It Happen on the bottom at a price and just get rid of all the other favorites and just go with those two, Kenny.
All right, thanks, Donna. Dewey Cheathamnhowe, he has won on an off track. This track is listed as good after rain earlier today. Let's check in with Mike Battaglia. Mike?
All right, Kenny, my final thoughts are that if Dewey Cheathamnhowe loses this race, he's either going to have to get a bad trip or he's just going to have to not fire. I think he is that much better than the rest of these horses. But, you know, that's why it's horse racing. We talked about the big upsets, and this would be a huge upset if he got beat this afternoon. But they got to go out there. They got to run the race. That one post with Ray Schnicker could pose a problem, but he just seems to be a better horse.
All right, Mike, so the public agrees as well. He's the odds-on favorite here with Tim Tetrick in the bike is Crazed. He is the second choice right now at 3-1.
All right, my selection, Kenny. How many choices do I get?
We'll give.
Just
how
one?
about we'll give you? Well, most people will take one. Gary, take as many as you'd like.
Well, there's a look at John Campbell. I mean, the last time he won the Hambletonian, he won it with a 6-1 shot, Glide Master, a couple of years ago. Dewey Cheathamnhowe is my selection here. He is the best horse in the race. Things happen in races. Horses experience bad racing luck. He's my pick, though, for an upset opportunity, the 5 Pine After Pine.
Dewey Cheathamnhowe, will he be perfect? Let's go to Ken Workington with the call of the Hambletonian.
Full field of 10. 3-year-old trotters lined up for the 8th race, the 83rd Hambletonian for 2008, $1.5 million. Jody Jamieson drives the 8th Clerk Magistrate, and the current favorite, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, undefeated. Here they come. And they're off and trotting Pine After Pine showing speed. Big Apple Deli, the favorite, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, steps out there sharply, protecting that rail position. Dewey Cheathamnhowe and Pine After Pine on the outside. Pierce will challenge around the first turn. Crazed gets away well. Crazed on the inside, now assumes that second position, leaving Pine After Pine parked out 4th there. And Big Apple Deli keeps Pine After Pine out there, and he's off stride. Pine After Pine, Velocity Hall, now 4th past the opening quarter. Atomic Hall is 5th. First quarter was wicked, 26 4/5 down the backstretch. Clerk Magistrate underway 6th on the outside, followed by Cajun Cooker towards the rail. Then it's Celebrity Secret getting underway. 2-3 lengths to Make It Happen after the break. Pine After Pine is the trailer. And it's Dewey Cheathamnhowe leading the way here with Ray Schnicker trying to tap the brakes and ration out the speed. Velocity Hall, big long shot with Dave Miller up to challenge in the second. Crazed is now locked in the box 3rd. The half was a rated 55 seconds as Clerk Magistrate and Jody Jamieson are working out a second over and hoping that cover advances. Velocity Hall struggling first over but still second there. Big Apple Deli is locked in 5th as they round the far turn. Celebrity Secret and Sears Third over, sixth, approaching three-quarters. Atomic Hall buried on the rail. Then it's Make It Happen, followed by Cajun Cooker and Pine After Pine. It's Dewey Cheathamnhowe, and the ball's in his court. 1:23 and 2, and they turn home in the Hambletonian, and they come after Dewey Cheathamnhowe by 2 lengths. Crazed in that pocket spot, needs to shake loose. Off cover, Clerk Magistrate taking dead aim for the upset. And out with a whip is Ray Schnitker. Dewey Cheathamnhowe. Here comes Crazed and Tim Tetrick on the outside to test the champion to the wire. Dewey needs the wire. Dewey Cheathamnhowe. Crazed on the outside. Dewey does it! Devastating Dewey. Undefeated. 152 over Crazed. Make It Happen and Celebrity Secret.
Of harness racing legends, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, still perfect. The Hambletonian champ, the Schnitker family, and all the fans of Dewey can breathe a sigh of relief. He answers his biggest test. He answers the stuff of legends here today at the Meadowlands.
Well, a great performance by Dewey Cheathamnhowe, we know that, and a great drive from Ray Schnitker. He went right to the lead here, but if you take a look at Ray on the inside here, right now he's starting to look over at the rest of the field to try to get some idea of what might happen. And when he sees that a couple of other horses are starting to leave and on the gate, he's saying, no, this is my position here on the inside. I've got a horse with speed. I'm going to take the lead here. If you can catch me, then you catch me. Watch Tim Tetrick settles in right behind Dewey saying, oh, I couldn't ask for a better spot here. Pine After Pine, big move by Ron Pierce, trying to go, and he did, but Campbell locks him out of the third spot. He makes a break. It's all over for him, and there's Donna Brothers with the winning driver, trainer, part owner, and champion horse.
Ray just told me a couple things before he got to me. First of all, you don't know what a relief this is. Secondly, it wasn't pretty, but we got there. What do you mean by that?
Well, Tim was getting to him pretty good, and I got into him, and I guess he showed that's why he's got 14 in a row, and now 15. He just dug in, refused to let him get by, and just one hell of a horse.
Ray, what's it mean to you to get your first Hambo win from your third try?
It don't matter if I die now, I got it.
You'll die happy? You said before that you haven't had to ask this horse, at least not this year. Did you have to ask him to dig a little deeper today?
He was digging deep. I don't think the front end was that great today. First quarter 26 and 4, but I actually thought he might be getting beat half it on the lane. He just refused to lose.
Speaking of the front end, we talked about it before. You said you'd wait to see what happened when the gates opened to decide if you would leave or take back. You decided to leave. What prompted that decision?
I guess an old dog, it's hard to get him out of old tricks. That's why I used to always be more on the front when I was driving. I said, okay, if we're going to get beat, we're going to get beat.
Get beat doing what you do best?
I do best.
Hey, Matt, Make It Happen. A heck of a race from Make It Happen. Third, tell me about that horse's race. I saw you talking to Danielle Dubé after the race.
Danny's a great guy, great driver, and I just told him, before the race, I said I didn't drive him very well in the elimination. I used him too early. I said, he's got one good run. So if you set in, we got to, he'll be so surprised you, right? And he come off the thing, he said, boy, he was good. He said, he was super.
Congratulations.
It's going to be a tough night, I know that.
Go celebrate, Ray.
All right, Donna, and you know he's got to be breathing a big sigh of relief. Ray Schnitker had been third here twice before with 40-1 shots, but he came in today with the overwhelming favorite, the undefeated Dewey Cheathamnhowe. And basically, Gary, he sends him out and says, come and get me, I am the best, and he proves it.
And you know who also feels that relief right there? His wife, Janet, just shedding a tear after Ray gets Dewey home first here under the line. And Ray's saying, you know what, it wasn't pretty. We're going to pick up a look at this as Ray Schnitker actually begins to take a look at the field behind. This is by a three-quarter time in 1:23 and change, knowing full well that Crazed and Tetrick was behind him. He figures, all right, Dewey, give me what you got. Give me all you got in the final quarter mile here. And Dewey was able to hold off Crazed, who sat a perfect trip right behind him. And then, of course, Ray's other horse, Make It Happen. A great drive from Dan Dubé to be third.
Happy night in the Schnitker household tonight. The celebration that will continue on as you see him turn here for the finish line, and there's that look back, Gary.
Yeah, Ray's looking. He knows that the 7 Velocity Hall is done, but who he's thinking about right now is Crazed, and he's hoping that Velocity Hall will last long enough. And also closing on the outside here, you see Jody Jameson with Clerk Magistrate, and Dan Dubé is going to come on as well. And Schnitker knows that his biggest foe right now and his biggest danger is Crazed, who continues to close on this long Meadowlands stretch. You think you have it in the bag. A lot of times that's not the case. And look at Dubé on the far outside, just get up to be third. Crazed missing by about a half a length. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. You can talk about greatness now if you want.
As you see, Tom Charters there with the Hambletonian Society, congratulating him.
Hi, Billy Mays here for Mighty Putty. The easy way to fix, fill, and seal virtually anything fast and make it last. Mighty Putty is not a glue, but a super-powered epoxy that you can mold to any shape and apply directly to most any surface for an everlasting bond. Ordinary epoxies are a mixing mess. With Mighty Putty, you just cut like dough, simply need to activate, apply, and let dry. It has the muscle to support up to 350 pounds. Rebuild a damaged tool to work like new, or make car repairs and save money. Drills, bolts, and screws can ruin your project. With Mighty Putty, you just cut, activate, and apply. Here's something you can't do with glue. Mighty Putty seals leaks instantly. Use it on pipes and faucets for a permanent seal. As you need, it activates, turning from green to white to show it's ready to hold on tight. It has the strength to pull this fully loaded 80,000-pound tractor trailer. Now that's the power of Mighty Putty. Whether it's tile to wood, metal to glass, any job, big or small, Mighty Putty repairs them all. Fill cracks in ceilings, walls, and floors. Mold it to furniture, sand and paint for a seamless repair. And it's ideal for all your crafting projects. There's nothing you can't do with Mighty Putty. Call now and we'll send you 2 powerful sticks of Mighty Putty for only $19.99. But through this exclusive TV offer, we'll double it and send you 2 more sticks free. Mighty Putty will pay for itself the very first time. But I'm not done yet. Call right now and I'll triple the offer and send you 6 sticks of Mighty Putty for the same low price of $19.99. Order now.
To order Mighty Putty and receive triple the offer, that's 6 sticks of Mighty Putty for $19.99 plus $8.95 shipping and handling. Call 1-800-910-5741. Must be 18 years or older to order.
Tuesday at 2 Hour America's Got Talent Showdown to pick the top 40.
I waited for this moment for 25 years.
America's Got Talent, Tuesday 9/8 Central on NBC.
The Shark, Greg Norman, and some of golf's greatest champions pursue one of senior golf's highest honors, the U.S. Senior Open, next on NBC.
The Hambletonian is brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Where there's a great destination in any direction, go to visitnj.org. Back here at the Meadowlands, and the winner of the 83rd Hambletonian, Dewey Cheathamnhowe, the only sure thing in sports this year. A perfect 15 for 15, returning 280. The second choice, Crazed, 340. Make it happen. Ray Schnitker's other horse besides Dewey gets up for third. And now let's go to Mike Battaglia with the trophy presentation.
All right, thank you, Kenny. And Dewey Cheathamnhowe remains undefeated. A great drive by Ray Schnitker, the owner and trainer with him, one of the owners, Meg Jewett-Leavitt. And to make the presentation, on my extreme left, Tom Campbell. He's the president and CEO of the Hambletonian, of the, I'm sorry, Tom, of the Hambletonian Society. Next to him, we have the Olympic champion, Jenny Thompson. And Jenny, one of the most decorated Olympians in history with 12 medals to her credit, including 8 gold medals. Nice to have you as the ambassador. And to make the presentation, the president and CEO of the Meadowlands, Mr. Dennis Robinson. Dennis?
Thank you. Congratulations. On behalf of the Hambletonian Society and the New Jersey Sports Authority, it is our distinct pleasure to present this trophy to you in recognition of an outstanding victory. Congratulations again.
Meg?
Thank you. And on behalf of 5,000 owners, I accept. We all, excuse me, turn it around and can you help me hold it?
Meg, did you have some anxious moments
Oh my
down the
gosh.
stretch today?
No, more. Oh, excuse me. Can you hold that for him? Excuse me. Yes.
What were you thinking?
Well, I was hoping that he was going to get him going a little bit more, and he did. I mean, I know that he turned around to see if they were coming toward him, and he just always does that. He always turns around to see if the competition is there, just so he can go a little faster.
Ray, it was one of the most thrilling Hambletonians we've seen, and it looked like you might get caught there late in the stretch.
Yeah, I had my little worry there, but my horse, he digs. He wants to win. I guess that's why he's won 15 in a row. Yeah. But he was unbelievable.
So guys, congratulations. A great win by Dewey Cheetahmanhow, Kenny.
Indeed it was. A career-defining moment here today at the Meadowlands for Dewey Cheetahmanhow. And I guess you get ready to put him there in the, not just the history books, but talk about legendary status now as we look at the full order finish here with the two favorites, 1-2.
Well, my guess is as there is Dewey Cheetahmanhow, followed by Crazed, who got the perfect trip behind him. And then, as we mentioned, Ray's other horse, Make It Happen. Excellent drive by Dan Dubé, a patient drive. Listening to what Ray had to say about the fact he's got one move, make it late. Yeah, you can talk about greatness. There's more left in the year. Of course, the Breeders' Crown coming up later this season. No doubt Ray's going to point towards that. We'll see what happens. It's been a thrill to watch him for the last 2 seasons.
Coming up next, third-round coverage of the U.S. Senior Open from the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. Great performance today by Dewey Cheetahmanhow. He's still unbeaten. The impressive winner today of the 83rd Hambletonian to go 15 for 15. For Donna Brothers, Mike Battaglia, and Gary Seibel, I'm Kenny Rice. Thanks for watching. Goodbye from the Meadowlands.